Welcome back to another Whatever Wednesday. It's BMARSZ and
Jax
and
Max.
And today I thought it would be fun to make chicken nuggets with my air fryer. Ooh. My mom bought me an air fryer for Christmas.
Homemade chicken nuggets.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to mom.
Yes. She bought one for herself as well, and my cousin Kelsey, and they started like a group chat of like things they've made in the air fryer, and I just keep making this.
Nice.
I haven't tried anything else.
But they can't top it.
Well, no, they put in recipes. I'm like, oh, I should try that. And then the problem is we have a small kitchen. What's it called? Like a galley kitchen. So we have to put like the crock pot and the air fryer away, and then I like forget I have it, and then like 6 months go by. I'm like, shit, I should use my air fryer, and then I'm like, ooh, chicken nuggets. Like, it just keeps doing the same thing.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah. So if you guys have an air fryer and you have any recipes you want me to try, or me and Chantal, if you have vegan recipes, please link them in the description box down below, because when I got it, me and Chantal were like, oh, let's make so many recipes, and then like, again, we forgot.
No.
Maybe I'll try to do one tomorrow. Before we get into this video, make sure, if you're not already, to hit that red subscribe button down below. Enjoy. Whoa, below. What? I don't know what happened. Below. And join the Mukbang Monday fam. We eat and chit chat every Monday and Wednesday. And also hit that thumbs up button if you like me.
If you have thumbs, hit the thumbs up button.
Oh, I like that. Also, big, super amazing shout out to our patrons over at Patreon for supporting us and allowing us to continue to make these videos for free. Okay, so I want to give you guys this recipe in case you have an air fryer. So I'm going to insert that right now, but if you don't have an air fryer, I guess just like skip it. I don't know. I feel like you could do this in the oven.
Seems like ovenable.
Ovenable, but your place just might get hot because that's ovens. But I had to make these onion rings in the oven anyway, so our place is hot. Anyway, here we go. So the first thing you are going to want to do is crush up your chips. I think the easiest way is just to roll them out in the bag. I took some of them out because I don't really know how much you need, but if you had a food processor, you could also do that, but I don't have one. Okay, so what I did was I took a pound and a half of chicken tenders and I cut them into nugget-sized pieces. And then I took 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of milk. And then I took a half cup of flour and sprinkled some paprika and salt and pepper in this. So you take your chicken and shake off any excess flour. And dip it in the egg. Shake off any egg. And then just throw it in the chips. Give it a nice little chip bath and pull out a little nugget.
Nice.
And put it on your rack. So this is my air fryer. It looks like a literal mini oven. I don't know. So many air fryers are so different, but this one looks like this. Air fry up to 400.
Whoa.
I think it's preheating. So I'm gonna add my trays. Put it on 10 minutes, and then this Instapot. It's not an Instapot, but it's by the Instapot brand. Air fryer will tell you when it's halfway done, and then we'll flip the food. And that's it. I'm so excited to eat this. We have Sweet Baby Ray's dipping sauce. I'm trying to look up a dupe for Burger King's zesty sauce.
Burger King zesty sauce.
Have you ever had that?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my god, I dream about it. I love the onion rings at Burger King, which is actually gonna look like them. I don't know if this will be a dupe. I tried to look up dupes online and everyone was like, make your own. I'm like, no.
What's a dupe? Like a substitute?
A copy, yeah. You never heard dupe?
Like a duplicate?
Yeah. It's like used in the makeup industry a lot. Like a dupe for a really expensive
makeup industry.
So yeah, this was the only thing I could find that somewhat looked like it, but everything was saying to make your own, and I just was like way too lazy for that. Like I'm already making these chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Well, because the reason I was asking is because there's Burger King zesty sauce, and then there's McDonald's secret sauce.
Yeah, and this kind of looks like
I think it looks
McDonald's.
like McDonald's, yeah.
But none of the other.
But secret sauce I thought was just Thousand Island.
Yeah, but then I read that the zesty sauce was like ketchup, mayo, horseradish.
Well, Thousand Island's ketchup, mayo.
Is horseradish zesty?
Horseradish is spicy,
Maybe.
hot. It's a little zesty, I guess, yeah.
Oh wait, you wanted this.
Yeah,
oh, and then we also have buffalo sauce, me and Max's personal fave. It'll be fine. Just do a little.
And I have some organic honey Dijon.
Oh, I'm also gonna drink a Corona. So
Whoa!
buckle up for some burps. Oh my god, me and Chantal asked, we're like, would you guys join a burping Patreon? And our burping like fans were like, no, we want free burps. And I'm like,
what if, well, those are regular burps. What about like premium burps? I mean, you really gotta.
how do you even promise that?
Oh, you know what a premium burp sounds like.
Yeah, but this is going well. Should I just get a cup?
Sure.
1 second. I always forget pint glasses are beer glasses. This one literally says beer and stuff, but I'm always drinking water.
Yeah.
Did you fucking eat without me?
No.
I will end this relationship.
Cheers.
I will kick you out of our house, our little family. This is betrayal.
My little family, which grew by about 25%. That's mine from a show called Beer and Stuff, where I was a guest host.
Really?
Uh huh.
What happened to it? Why am I? Okay, the problem is, let me just explain myself. I have a cut. I know what's happening.
I'm not clumsy. Let me explain.
I am, but look, I have this paper cut right here. So like every time I touch something, look at it. Pay attention to me. Do you see it?
Damn!
I know, I don't know
How'd you
how
get
I
that?
did it.
Paper?
I don't know. But
I got one too.
can you squeeze my, oh.
From a f***ing cat, perhaps? Babe, don't look at it when you're squeezing it. You gotta. It's like looking at the sun.
Did I do it?
Nice.
Okay, also for today's topic, we thought it would be fun to talk about the shows we've been watching recently. So I hope you guys are down for that. Oh, and Max is drinking a hot seltzer.
Seltzer.
Okay. If you guys are getting into hard seltzers like the rest of the
world.
US.
The US.
I don't know, is it outside of the US?
I feel like they were already there, and we sort of like just realized that.
I don't know, because I
But all
saw
the-
somebody post, like Lauren Powell, our friend who is a White Claw connoisseur.
White Claw connoisseur.
She reposted somebody who was like, oh, White Claws are finally coming to
Ireland.
somewhere, yeah. Okay, let's try Chicky Nuggy.
Let's do it.
My friend Ivana actually, I saw her do it on Instagram story.
Is that where you got the idea?
Yeah. Okay, I want to try this.
And we don't
sauce.
plan.
Wait for me!
I'm waiting!
Don't act like you don't know the
But
drill.
I'm hungry as.
You better f***ing cheers me right now.
Cheers. Mmm. Oh my gosh, amazing.
Mmm.
That's amazing. Holy moly.
It's not zesty.
It's Thousand Island, or it's special?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, babe.
Okay. Maybe I'll just add some pepper in or something to get zesty.
Maybe some.
I'm gonna start a petition for Burger King to sell their zesty sauce, like how Taco Bell sells their salsa.
It's good. Not zesty.
It'll do. You try these onion rings?
That'll do, pig.
That'll do. I haven't watched that in a while.
Yeah, onion rings are good, yeah.
These are like fast food onion rings.
Excellent.
These were Kroger brand.
I like those onion rings that are like fat. Those like sort of wide ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorite.
I tried to
And
buy those again.
I also kind of, I always think I like those, what are they called? Shoestring or like string onion rings, the really, really thin ones. And those are terrible.
They're like
I
whatever.
absolutely hate them. And I always, but it's the worst because I always like, oh yeah, those are good. I haven't had those in a while. I wonder why I haven't
Like
had
they do
them.
like a onion string cake or like whatever. They just like push them all together. I'm like,
And they're so bad. And every time I'm like, ah, that was stupid. Why did I do that? And then I wait another 6 months or whatever. And,
it's like me with the air fryer.
yeah, but when you mentioned the air fryer, it's good. I'm talking about those onion rings. Are terrible. What?
Oh no, I was just waiting for you to be done.
Cheers.
Okay, let's do some bites for the instant.
Delish. Am I supposed to shut up?
No, you can say delish and stuff I put it in. Let's get a good crunch together. I don't know if someone's commented about you chewing with your mouth open, but people have complained about it before.
It's rude.
Sometimes, you know, I put so much food in my mouth because I'm so excited that I literally physically can't chew unless I open my mouth. I don't mean it. I don't mean to be rude. But
I remember very specifically, I was out, I think, out to lunch with my grandma.
Which one?
My dad's mom, Noonie.
Noonie. I know their names.
And she was, we were eating, I don't know, we were at like a diner or something. And she's just like, hey, why are you eating with your mouth open? You look like a slob. You close your mouth when you eat. And I was like it had never occurred to me to close my mouth. That I had to had to like train my lips to close. I was like, but how can I chew if I'm not opening my, you know? I was like, I mean, I was young. I don't think they cared, but it was really, really funny. And I was like, oh, is that rude? Okay, that's good to know. I guess I'll.
Yeah, you remember like your first life lesson? Manners lesson? That was because of my, More sauce. I'm a sauce girl. I told you about whenever I would order Domino's with Elizabeth. Before the app. This is like when we worked together, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And when we would call, she'd be like, I'm a condiment queen, so I'm gonna need you to double all of those. The ranch and the garlic and the...
What was it, McDonald's started charging for their sauces or something? I mean, it was a waste. Because I'd be like, no, I need 15 honey mustards, please. And they'd be like, do you? And I'd be like, yes. And I'd throw away 13 of them, you know. Like,
I definitely need more than one.
Yeah, more than one is for sure. Have you ever had McDonald's in another country?
Yeah, I had it in Ibiza, but it's actually on this channel. I could have done it in Japan, but I was too busy like trying to explore.
Also, the food is so good in Japan that I wanted to like ration my meal. I don't want to waste a meal on it.
Yeah, my stomach space.
But I do remember the McDonald's in Sweden was like the best food I ever had. And I'm like, this is a McDonald's? This is like, are you guys not freaking out about this? And I'm like, whatever, dude, it's McDonald's, who cares?
It's so funny.
It's amazing.
The pizza was not that great. It was very average. Hi. You had it in Ibiza too.
I guess it's more crazy, like,
what are you doing?
because the whole thing about McDonald's is that you know exactly what it's going to be like. That's why you like it. Obviously it's good, but you like it because you know what you're getting. You know, it's going to taste the same whether you're in California or Massachusetts or. But then when you go to another country and it's slightly different, you're like, whoa, my God, what is going on? Rage. Oh, go. Oh, hi, bud.
I was thinking PM. So, if we talk about TV shows, be very careful.
Okay, no spoilers.
No spoilers. First thing we want to talk about. 3, 2, 1.
Hamilton. Oh, God, it's so... Blah.
What?
We're so predictable.
Well, no, we watched it like yesterday.
And then I watched it again this morning, and then I watched it again before we did this, and then...
It's weird that it came out now because America is in such a weird state, and it's like not many people are feeling obviously patriotic.
Right, weird racial issues state. And they're like, hey, here's something
to like, let's talk about America.
Yeah, it's about America and slave owners played by like minority dudes and we're rapping. Totally great for racial relations, right?
So in that sense, it's kind of like shitty that it happened, but I know they also did it because of coronavirus and like people can't go to the theater or live performances, and I am thankful it's out there because it is a way to keep the arts alive and going.
I don't think they put it out on July 4th. Did they plan to put it out on July 4th?
They put it out on July 3rd. But yes, because it is about
America.
America and like getting our independence from Great Britain. But I really like, I hope it kind of starts this thing where it makes musicals more accessible, because I mean, I hope that it's very, very successful and like brings Disney, I mean, not really Disney, they don't need any more money, but Hamilton more money or whatever, so that more other musicals are inclined to do so, because going to the musical or going to the theater to see a musical is really expensive.
Really expensive.
I've wanted to see Hamilton
awesome.
for the last, like, since I've lived in LA, it's come, I think, twice or 3 times, and
Oh, has it?
yeah, the tickets are double, like, average prices, because it's sold out. It's, you know, just an upcharge because it's so popular, but, like, we were looking at tickets, they're like $400 or $500, and I'm like, I can't justify that. Like, I'm, like, very low income
What is
household, but, like, when we went to see Book of Mormon, it was probably, like, $150. We got, like, medium good seats.
Oh, is that right?
And then we saw, like, Wicked, like, whatever. I tried to go to the theater, whether to see a musical or dance, at least once a year. It just, like, that's where my heart is. You know, that's what I wanted to do originally, growing up before the dream died.
Well, it's also that, like, musicals are real cool, and
it should
a
be.
lot of people just haven't seen them, and you wouldn't really see them if you don't go.
And live performance is dying, and, like, we're just all gonna, like, let that experience go just so we can, like, watch things, like, quick, like, action movies and stuff. Like, it's such a different experience to watch somebody, like, sing, dance, act, and, like, do emote everything at once. But it's a privilege to be able to afford to do it, so I'm hoping to pay $7 a month at one of these streaming services or whatever makes it accessible to, like, lower income families, and maybe it can inspire a kid that wouldn't have thought about, like, getting into the arts otherwise. You know?
I do think there's a couple of advantages to seeing it. I mean, there's times when they were filming it, like, the camera goes, obviously you want to see the full stage, because they're taking up the full stage doing, like, a company-wide dance or whatever. But then there's times where they go right in and they show the face, and you know, you see the emotion on the actress or whatever.
And they're just in it.
And you wouldn't have seen that from third row balcony or
yeah.
whatever, you know? So it is cool, I mean.
It's really great. Besides that, Hamilton
And
itself.
it was as good as advertised.
Yeah, like, the hype is real.
It was one of those things when everybody says this thing's awesome, 9 times out of 10 I hate it. I hate that thing. Which is how I am.
I'm just an asshole.
And they sell it, and they oversell it in a way that I'm like,
It's when people oversell things and then it just, like, ruins it.
yeah.
But
this, I mean, this lived up to all the hype that I could think of or heard or whatever. It was awesome.
like, every song, the more I listen to them, because me and Max have been playing them on the Alexa.
Non-stop.
Yeah. The more I hear them, the more I'm like, "Ah, this is so complex. There's so many levels to things. So, I don't know. And I know that there's some criticism because maybe some things glorify, like, history, or, like, you know, it doesn't get into the nitty gritty of, like, slave owners and, like, all of that shit. But it's
all the founding fathers, equality for all men except for all of our slaves.
exactly. So I know there are.
What's his
that's
name
like some,
responded on Twitter to that? Lin-Manuel.
What'd he say?
He was like, I know, I thought about that. I tried, but I couldn't really, like, find a way to mention it without getting into it enough to,
And
like,
making
give
it a whole, like, take over everything.
and giving it the amount of time it deserves. And then he was like, I worked on this for 6 years, and I put everything I could into a 2.5 hour musical. I'll get you next time or whatever. Like,
yeah.
like, okay.
It's just hard because it's like you want to be proud of, you know, America becoming its own independent country, but that doesn't mean it was perfect. Like, so it's hard because
No, didn't have equal rights to slaves or women.
But, like, just as a woman, though, I'm like, hey, America's independence was the first step to many that we need to take to become greater, and we're still taking steps.
So we're good.
You know.
Hopefully, you know, you just really hope that, and that's what I think is so troubling. Not like we're getting real deep here. I'm sad, but I think what you hope is that you're just constantly improving. You're taking steps forward, no matter how small they might be. You're getting better as a country, as a person, whatever. And I think what's so sad for people now is like a lot of people think we're just taking a lot of steps backwards. Old stuff, old racist stuff. Nazis are coming back. Like, what are you talking about? Nazis? Like, come on.
I just hope that it's coming up so that it can finally be handled.
Extinguished.
Like, people are in hiding. We can't really deal with them. But now if they feel comfortable enough to come out, we can like maybe get to the issues finally and like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Anyway, besides that.
Hamilton was awesome.
It was amazing.
What's your favorite song? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
King Kong.
Yeah.
Me and Max are obsessed with the King. I mean, don't get me wrong, the rapping was very impressive throughout the whole thing.
Really good.
So amazing. And the main, what's her, Angelica? And Eliza, both of the sisters, phenomenal singers. Like,
unbelievably.
There were multiple times where I was like, am I gonna cry right now?
Yeah.
Because they're so good. Like, I like have goosebumps thinking about it.
I almost cried when he was talking about his kid.
Chulo.
And I'm like, really? I don't care about the kid. We met the kid
For 5 seconds.
5 seconds, and then...
Wait, is that a spoiler?
Is this
It's
historically accurate.
That's true. So it's like, did you pay attention to history class?
That's the only downside of Hamilton, is that every single time something happens, I'm like, I didn't know that. That's nuts. Should I
it stays pretty historically true, except a few things I think were a little embellished, like his relationship with the other sister and whatever. This is just going to become a Hamilton review. We're not going to talk about any other shows.
Alright, that's it. We got one more thing to say about Hamilton.
The King. Let's talk about the King. The reason we love the King so much, or I love the King, is it's such a juxtaposition from the rest of the musical that it's like jarring at first, but it sucks you in. And I know Manuel did it on purpose.
It's Max.
That way. But the singer himself is so good.
Goff Sauce.
Is that his name?
Something like that.
I could listen to him sing all day. The pitches and everything, amazing. And the way he acted it. So like, oh, you wanna have your own country? Okay. It was just so good.
It was like a breakup song.
Yeah. And he really embodied that, like, because I don't know why, but for me, when I picture like the founding fathers or like kings, I do picture it like how we see it on The Great, which is a show about Catherine the Great that we're also watching right now, which is not as historically accurate as Hamilton, but I do picture them as just like little boys just being like, well, I want this.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And I'm royalty.
And I'm the best. Like, I know better. And that is like exactly what he portrayed.
He was amazing.
That's my birthright. Like,
yeah.
So good. He also buckets of spit. Very jarring.
This is one part. So they filmed it from a.
They did 2 live shows and 1 with no audience for like
super
close-ups, intimate, like.
And so the version that you see on Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever is a conglomerate of those 3. So it's like this angle from the first show, this angle from the second show. You know what I mean? And there's this one part where he's singing and he just like a big old glob of spit just like blah, like out of his mouth. And me and Brittany were watching, we're like, whoa, that was wild. And then it's like apparently it like lit up Twitter, and then people were talking about him, and I guess he said he was just like, I spit when I'm on stage, nothing I can do about it. I also sweat a lot. I don't know if you saw that, but you know, whatever. That's just how I do it.
It wasn't a little. It was like, it was pouring out of his mouth. But I was like, hey, if you have to do that to make those notes come out of your orifices, do it. Fine.
That's what I was thinking, because it's just him. The whole thing is like,
the whole like 2-minute song or whatever.
But the whole play is like a bunch of people, everyone's finishing each other's
sentences,
and then they're like dancing around, and there's this thing, and they hand the thing, and then it just bang cuts to the king, and it's just him, spotlight, and you're like, oh damn, like this guy better own it, and he, spoilers, owns it. And so when I was watching, I was like, oh, he probably needs the spit because he doesn't have time to lick his lips.
Yeah, or he can't go like this because it breaks character or whatever.
And
like,
all you're looking at is just his face.
I remember like if I was in a show and I like, if I hair whip and like one piece of hair is like stuck across my face, that hair is there forever and ever, the rest of my life. Like you're trained to just keep going, you know? So I feel like it's the same with spit. And if you're singing that well,
yeah,
I can only assume you need lubrication.
Yeah, like
you
your
need
lips or your throat or whatever.
To speak.
Yeah.
Let alone belt some shit. There's no way.
Amazing. Absolutely killed it. I've never seen a musical in New York. I saw...
Which is annoying for how much you visited New York.
When I was a young warthog. When he was a young warthog. Sorry. No, when I was in... What was it? I think it was when I graduated from college, my dad was like, hey, I have a present for you. I'm taking you to New York and we're gonna go see Othello on the play. And I was like, cool. He's like, guess who's in it? Patrick Stewart, who was on Star Trek. He's Professor Xavier. So we got to see him on stage and he was fucking amazing.
That's so funny. Your dad's like, I bought a present for you.
But it was awesome.
So I feel like I'll just say some more as honorable mentions. Other TV shows we've been really enjoying. If you want to add some things to your queue, The Great.
Really great.
On Hulu. You don't think it would be good? You're like, oh, Catherine the Great. Like, I don't care.
It was great.
It is amazing. It's sassy and funny and also like shocking.
Yeah. They do a really weird, you know, they mess with the genre of the show, or the tone of the show.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I mean, I don't like things like that at first, and then I realized I appreciate it a lot more.
And I think Nicholas Hoult as the king is
So funny.
So funny. I am so jealous. Like, I want to play that character. It just looks so fun. Like, he's having so much fun. It's like so good. I really liked Hollywood.
Hollywood was good.
On Netflix. It's kind of a little like, is kitschy the word? But it's like
cheesy,
like, like,
yeah.
Like, these are problems and then they're gone. Like, a little bit of that. But it was a feel-good, it's like a feel-good movie, but a feel-good show.
Yeah, it's like a 12-hour long feel-good movie that's split up into 12
It's like
episodes.
how Hollywood should have done things.
It was, right. We hope it's how it, yeah.
You know, it's how it should have been. It wasn't, you know, it's like set in the 40s, I think.
Yeah.
Also, what is it, Jim Parsons? Is that his name? Parsons? Unbelievable. Is it Emmys that are won from TV shows? Because he needs all of them. He was he made that show. I mean, everyone's talented in it, but like, he was so good. He made me laugh. He made me fucking uncomfortable. He made me cry. He's so good.
So good. I was definitely like, the show was pretty good, and then he showed up,
and it was like
kicked it into like
staggering.
really good. And we're like, oh, okay, well, we're watching this one.
Which is crazy because I couldn't help but think like how many people have been ruined by successful TV shows. Like not ruined, but like Hollywood has ruined them, or people have put them in like a threshold of like poor Daniel Radcliffe is like, look at Harry Potter play, you know, whatever. Which is honestly, Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe, he's not really complaining. He's a millionaire, and
also
now,
what's nice about that is it allows him to do like the weirdest movies.
Yeah, now he's like, I'll take any like indie film, whatever.
That one
I
where
don't
he's
need to
just
worry
a
about
dead body the whole time. That one was amazing. Oh my god! Somebody goes. It's I forget what it's called, but it's amazing.
Okay, you tell everyone it's amazing. You don't know what it's called.
Daniel Radcliffe's a dead guy.
So, and that happened to like Ted Mosby. He didn't work for like what 10 years after.
It's still like,
I Met Your Mother, but like, I think after this performance, Jim Parsons is not going to have any problems after The Big Bang Theory, and his character, I think, also made Big Bang Theory. Like everyone loved Sheldon. Maybe that just is a testament to how good he is as an actor.
An actor.
Hi.
Hello,
You're the best animal.
beautiful boy.
Hi. You want chicken nugget? Thank you guys for joining us. If you like this video, again, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys thought of any of the shows we've mentioned, if you watched them, or if you have any suggestions for us. We're looking for new shows now.
We're looking for new shows. We need a new show.
We're done with Hollywood. We're almost done with The Great. I'm done with Sabrina.
Oh, we're going to end up watching Hamilton again.
Forever and ever. We love you so much. And you say, we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
If Max is busy, I'll just... Whatever, Wednesday, ow. Hi.